got a lot of faith in our defense, especially when they had to go out there. We put them out there in some tough spots. And to have those 4 low red stops that they had, they held them to a field goal, 2 turnovers on downs, a turnover. Exceptional job by our defense. And they give you a lot of confidence. So it's a stressful situation. Seattle's got a great team. They did a great job hitting some plays and moving the ball down there. But at the end of the day, just got tremendous confidence that our defense is going to figure it out, and they did, and got a huge stop there at the end.
Yeah, I would say the defense kind of kept you your job, Zach. I'm being serious, but I'm not being serious. Zach, that defense, man, this press conference would have been a lot different if that defense did not absolutely bail you out as much as they did. Holy crap, Zach. That defense, that play calling the second half was absolutely abysmal.
Zach, what can you say about Cam Taylor-Britt's day he had on one of the best receivers in the NFL and obviously the pick?
Yeah, we've got a tremendous group of defenders, first of all. Our DBs have really stepped up, and Cheeto's always been a big force there. Mike Hilton, Cam Taylor-Britt has really come on this last year. DJ Turner's really stood up as well, and so I'm really proud of Cam, and he's got great ball skills, tremendous ball skills, and so when the ball's in his area, he's usually got a great chance to go get that thing, and I'm so happy that he did.
By the way, guys, I will have this up as a post recording on the channel, so if I will have it enhanced audio as always, and the questions on the screen, just saying in case, But Cheeto really didn't do much today, though. He didn't play as many snaps because of his injury, so it's not like he could have, but he didn't really do too much because of his injury, so I'll definitely say, interestingly enough.
What do you think was the difference near the goal line for your defense today? What do you think was the game changer for you guys?
Well, it's almost like just because the team gets in there at the 3-yard line, it's not, oh, here we go, it's 7 points. There's a real I really think our defense believes, worst case, we're holding them to 3 here. And best case, we're getting the ball out. And that's going back to that New England game last year. You always feel like these guys have such an attitude to find a way to get that ball out and not just be satisfied giving up any points. It's turnover on downs and it's get the ball out. And I feel that, and we didn't strip it out or anything, but we tried. I saw a lot of good plugs at the ball there, and just really proud of the job that our defense did. They stepped up big time.
No, I think our defense knows that if they didn't do anything, our offense wasn't going to score any points. Our defense knew if they did not get a stop there, and honestly not even hold them to 0 points, not even 3 points, they knew if they held them to 3 points, then they were going to lose. We're going to lose today. They knew that offense could not score. Absolutely knew they could not score. No matter what they did, they knew that if they got a touchdown, it was game over completely.
What was the overarching theme as to why offensively you guys weren't able to be as productive?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. We'll have to watch it and see, because you felt like we had some opportunities. You felt like sometimes that we weren't in a great flow, but it's really hard for me to put my thumb on it, and I'll have to, we'll have to check it out. And the good news is we found a way to I walked off the field and I had, I had texted Steve Specht yesterday, the St. X coach. They had a win on the road, and I said, great job. And he said, it's better to win ugly than lose pretty. And that was the first thing that hit me when I walked off the field today was at times it felt ugly, especially on offense. But again, our defense stepped up and made some big plays for us that allowed us to get out of there.
How big is it?
Okay, again, I have to repeat this. Your defense didn't step up. Your defense bailed you out and kept you in surviving in this game. It wasn't like your offense was getting going, but then there's a couple plays where your defense didn't step up. No, your defense was the game. Your defense is the game. There is no, well, your defense stepped up. No, your defense did everything. Your defense should get an award by the president for just doing everything.
It's good. It's like I said, we kind of stubbed our toe, starting this race off, and we're going to continue to pick up steam. And
stubbed your toe? Bro, I think you broke your whole foot. This offense broke the whole foot. They didn't even stub their toe. I don't even think that's even an analogy anymore at this point.
And again, there's days where our defense is going to lead the charge, and lead us to victory. There's times where the offense is going to reciprocate that. There's times special teams can take over, and I think good teams just find ways to do it. And right now we're at that 3-3 mark, going into a bye, get a chance to get healthy, and then hit the surge after the bye, starting with San Francisco.
One of the themes after last year was kind of maybe a better pass rush or more disruptive pass rush. What was it like seeing them come up with key sacks and key pressures in big spots throughout the day?
We got a lot of guys, and starts with the starters up front. And then there's guys coming off the bench. I saw Cam Sample in there today. So it's good, and that's why you draft the way we have. It's always good to have reinforcements in there, but our starting group is as good as any in the league. And so again, a lot of credit to those guys up front, and then the back end supporting them and making some big plays today.
The defense as a whole, first 5 weeks, not quite at the level it was at last season. Did you see something or feel something today that was different from the group as a whole?
No. I thought that they did a good job, and again, we similar to last week, did a better job on offense, starting strong and getting some points so we can play with the lead. That's the difference from this first couple of weeks, and so again, we certainly want to score more than 17 points. We should score more than 17 points, but that makes a big difference because then you can play your style of game still and not put as much pressure on those guys.
Honestly, I'd say in the second half of that game, it's not even about scoring 17 points. It's literally just, can we get 5 first downs? That's all I want in the second half of that game, 5 first downs. Like, bro, 5 first downs and I'll be happy. I was actually going to say going into this press conference, every time he said the word execute, I was going to take a shot. But I don't drink alcohol, by the way. I don't. I've never drank alcohol in my life. But I was going to take a shot of alcohol every time I said execute. And I got to give him props. He has not said one time that our offense has failed to execute. So I give him props. I guess that's because we won the game.
I feel like in some ways that today's game was a lot like that playoff game against the Raiders last year against the Ravens, where defense and special teams really just saves the day in a game of the offense.
Sure, and that's we'll take it. Again, any way we can find a win, we're going to do it, and we're going to be happy about it. And that doesn't mean that there's not a lot we can improve on offense. I'm sure there's going to be some things that we're going to improve on defense as well. But it's a lot easier to make those improvements after you win.
Was every game ball to a defensive player or the whole defense?
Yeah, the whole defense. Whole defense. Yoshi, I was happy Yoshi got his first touchdown. But the whole defense really stepped up, and Cam with the turnover and Mike with the turnover, and it was good to see.
What did you see?
I mean, like, every defense should get like 2 or 3 game balls. That's how good our defense played. Like, maybe 2, 3, 4 game balls. I mean, at this point, they should get everything under the sun at this point. They played absolutely outside of their freaking mind.
Starting fast for a year and a half now, you guys have. What led to your fast start on offense?
See, I don't know. We just got to start with that first down, and then you feel like, all right, here we go. We got a good rhythm there. We had some good catch and runs. We had the free play at the end of the first quarter, where we got him to jump and took the shot to Jamar. So I just think, we were really efficient on first and second down, kept ourselves in some really manageable situations, and were able to finish off in the red zone. We felt like we had a good red zone plan this week, and only got 2 opportunities down there, and were able to capitalize on them.
You mentioned the Yoshi touchdown. Did you send Joe to get that ball? It looked like when he came to the side.
I did not. No, that was Joe. I didn't. Yeah.
Does a game when you win ugly, does that help at later points in the season when it gets a little bit closer to the playoff time?
The wins and losses, to be honest with you, we draw from all of them equally, really. I think, we've just got a lot of confidence as a team that we'll figure out a way at the end to close it out. And this was one of those games we had a good lead the whole game, and defense was able to close it out for us.
With both draft picks and free agents, why has it been so important to invest as much as you have in the defensive line?
Well, this game starts in the trenches, on the offensive and defensive line. So you can say the same thing on both sides, really. And if you don't have strength up there on the offense and defensive line, it makes everyone's job really tough. And we're very fortunate that we've done a good job, investing in our defensive line and our offensive line.
Along those lines, what's going to happen with Orlando Brown today?
I think it's groin, so we'll see. Bye week comes at a good time, and we'll see where it goes from there. I'm not sure the total severity of it.
The splits with DJ and Cheeto, was that kind of a wait and see?
I mean, overall wise, I'll say, our defense, we need this bye week, man. We need this bye week for everything. For our play calling, for our offense, for our offensive line, players to rest, players to just do everything possible, because, man, we need everything possible in this. Like, we have went through HE double hockey sticks and back going into this game and playing this game. So we need everything humanly possible to just kind of get back together and everything. Like, this has been a mess, man. This has been a mess. I'm gonna listen a little bit of what Joe said. Let's see what Joe has to say.
Got it done.
Cool. Complimentary football, Joe. How is that the perfect example of your offense going early, defense carries a day late?
Yeah, that was, our defense stepped up big second half. Offense was really good in the first half. We were horrible in the second half, so we just got to be able to put together a complete game.
What changed after those first two drives?
We'll watch the tape and see.
What's going through your mind late when the defense is inside the 10, trying to keep them out of the end zone? I'm sure you're confident.
Yeah, I knew they were going to make a play, but at the same time knew we had opportunities on offense to put them away when we didn't.
Obviously, getting the win was the most important thing, but was it disappointing for you guys to feel like you took a major step forward last week with your passing attack?
Orlando Brown has a groin injury. There's the update on Orlando Brown. We don't know how long he'll be out for or how severe it is, but he has a groin injury.
First half, exactly what you wanted, and then to not be able to consistently carry that through to this bye week?
Yeah, there were definitely points, like I said, opportunities that we had we didn't capitalize on. But we got the win. It's a lot easier to fix things when you're 3-3 than if you had lost this one. So never going to apologize for a win.
How huge is it to be 3, given how y'all started, to be 3-3, given everything that's happened as well?
Yeah, bye week's coming at a good time. Get some guys healthy. Come back. We got a grind ahead of us, so we got to get better.
I mean, listen. There's a lot of people on Twitter saying Orlando Brown got benched. He didn't get benched. He got a groin injury. But at the end of the day, Joe, that was pitiful, man. That was very, very pitiful. That was a joke. I don't even... I agree with you. It's easier to talk now because we won the game. And you can say, well, at least we got the win. At least we played good defense. At least we... But, dude, that defense bailed you out, Joe. And that was a embarrassing game. And I get it, at the end of the day, we win, and we did, okay? But, we can't do that kind of stuff versus the 49ers. I know the 49ers might go ahead and lose to the Browns at this point. We can't do this again.
First half, exactly what you wanted, and then to not be able to consistently carry that through to this bye week?
Yeah, there were definitely points, like I said, opportunities that we had we didn't capitalize on. But we got the win. It's a lot easier to fix things when you're 3-3 than if you had lost this one. So never going to apologize for a win.
How huge is it to be 3, given how y'all started, to be 3-3, given everything that's happened as well?
Yeah, bye week's coming at a good time. Get some guys healthy. Come back. We got a grind ahead of us, so we got to get better.
The Bills. We can't do this against the Chiefs. We can't do this against the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns. We can't do this type of stuff. And, I've said before, it's not about, what happened or how it happened. It's how are you going to fix it, right? How are you going to correct what happened and make sure it never happens again? And I don't want to hear over and over again the same old. Well, we got to win. Let's just kind of go on from there, We got to win, and that's it. We played good the first half, but we won the game, so it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's never okay. A win today was because your defense bailed you out on repeat. Your defense did everything humanly possible because they knew if they didn't, they were going to lose this game. And they said, we're going to be the reason why we win this game. Shout out to them for that. But you gotta, there's gotta be a reason or something. You gotta give us explanation why the second half looked the way it did. And it can't just be over and over and over again, oh, well, we failed to execute in the second half, because that's no longer an excuse. It's no longer a reason why you can't do it, because the first half you showed us it. Last week you showed us it. I mean, last week in the second quarter, this is how the offense looked in the second half. That's how the offense looked over the first 4 weeks of the season. And it's no more your calf strain's a problem, Joe. You said yourself, you're 100% back. You look great. You're running around the pocket. You're moving around the pocket. What's the problem? Is it play calling? Is it the line? Is it the receivers getting open? Or is it you? Because there's someone that's a problem here, right? And I watched that game, and for the most of the game, 90% of the game, the line looked okay. I can't say how the receivers look because I can't see down the field. And you looked like you were moving around the pocket pretty well, so it looked like you had good mobility. So either you had a problem with the passing, the receivers weren't getting open, or the play calling sucked. But we can't keep making the same old, well, you know what, we won and we just did that. And we failed to execute, but we did it. No, we can't keep doing that. That's not the excuse we make every single freaking week when we win. Or lose. Because you're not going to get better that way. We won. We did. And if we want to go win a Super Bowl, we can't play games like this. We can't have games like this, because guess what? In the postseason, when you're going against Patrick Mahomes is going to beat you when you play like this. We're lucky we played Geno Smith and not Patrick Mahomes, because that's with Patrick Mahomes, he would have beat us. And we can't allow that crap to happen. So we can't look at problems like this as, well, it happened, we got to move on, and stop looking in the past. Because you don't want to dwell on your past, but you want to use your past to fix your future. Have you ever heard the mentality, you learn from the past? Yeah, you know about the past, you learn about the past, so you don't repeat it. That's the point. You're repeating it again and again and again. I get it, you had a calf strain, Joe, but you were learning this over and over and over again. Maybe it is the play calling. Maybe that's the problem. And maybe everyone's trying to defend Coach Taylor and defend the offense of Brian Callahan. Maybe that's the problem. But the fact of the fact is, by no one taking accountability, and we watched what we watched today in the second half, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's pitiful. And that's not a winning team. Our defense bailed us out.
What was going right in the first couple of drives, Joe?
Well, we were making plays. We were executing at a high level. Second half, we weren't.
Did they do anything to change your rhythm? Did you feel a different tempo to the game starting in the second half?
Yeah, you got to give them credit. They made some adjustments that worked for them, and we didn't capitalize on our opportunities in the second.
It's good. It's like I said, we kind of stubbed our toe, starting this race off, and we're going to continue to pick up steam. And
Second half.
Did you say short yardage is up top of the list of things you need to fix in the second half of the season when you get back to the bye?
One of many.
Overall, how would you evaluate the offense through the first 6 games?
Not where we want to be. Not where we want to be. We've had moments, but we just got to put it all together. So we'll evaluate this week and go from there.
Did anyone give you a heads up to get the ball for Andre?
No, I knew it was his first one though.
What kind of confidence do you have in this defense in a game like that? You're on the sideline, game's on the line, third, fourth down, they're near the goal line. What's that like for you?
Yeah, it's like I said, I'm confident in their ability to get the job done, but just kept reflecting on the moments that we had opportunities to put that game away when we didn't take advantage of.
Like you had words with Jamal Adams in the first half. Did you take exception to that hit?
No, that was just two Tigers talking. It wasn't anything crazy.
Joe, back here, Joe Mixon said this week that everything's still ahead of this team. You guys are still right on track. Do you feel that way? Feel good about where you are right now going into the bye?
Yeah, I feel good. Everything's ahead of us. It was a big win. Like I said, we got to get better though.
What do you think of Jamar's new chain?
I didn't see it.
7-11 chain. Didn't see it.
I like it then.
I don't think you saw anything today, Joe. I really don't think you saw anything.
Is there a lot of conversation on the sideline, or more so when things aren't going well between you, Pitch, Zach even, to try and get things right in that second half?
I would say there's more. There's always dialogue going on, talking about what we're seeing, what we want, what we think can work. So that's always going on.
Zach called this winning ugly. Does winning ugly help, particularly later in the season, knowing you can fall back on a game like this?
Well, a win's a win. Like I said, I'll never apologize for a win, but win or loss, there's always room to improve.
I hate that crap. A win is a win. I'm never going to apologize for a win. We're always looking for ways to improve. Joe, you didn't play good football. This isn't you playing good football, but they played better. You got embarrassed in the second half. It was pitiful. It was disgusting football. You can't keep this mentality of, oh, well, we won, so it's good. It's good enough. No, it's not good enough. Oh, my lordy. I love Joe so much. He's one of my favorite players. He's my second favorite Cincinnati Bengals player outside of T. Higgins. But, man, I'm going to tell you right now, I cannot stand. Sometimes it does irk me that he's not like the crazy fire leader that goes up and like screams and says, hey, we gotta do this, this, and this. Let's go, boys, this, and this. He's kind of like more chill and relaxed. I love it about him. I also hate it about him because certain times when I want him to go up there and be that leader of like firing your guys up, getting everyone ready. Instead, it's like he goes to the sideline like, oh, well, it happens, man. It happens, It happened, It happened, man. Like, yeah, we went 3 and out, man. It happened. Instead of like a guy on the sideline like Tom Brady, screaming like, come on, man. I did. Like, people rally around that a lot more than people who just go, yeah, man, cool. It happened, man. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I know, I saw it. I was there. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Maybe I'm so gassed up from that game. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching.